exactly 1 month away from the 12th anniversary of the attacks of September 11, 2001, in which the United States government claims that Al-Qaeda, under the leadership of Osama bin Laden, attacked the United States of America using 19 hijackers and 3 different planes to hit the World Trade Center towers in New York, the Pentagon, and also another plane down in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Since the attacks, we've seen an entire change of this country in loss of civil liberties and the way Homeland Security is run and the way Americans view the Middle East and foreign nations. And also since then, a number of Americans have begun questioning the official story that is put out, including members of the 9/11 Commission report themselves, who say that they were denied access to certain pieces of information and that they believe the investigation was not conducted under fair circumstances. So when you have the official people involved in the investigation saying that there's a problem, that should raise some questions to you. So now fast forward to today. I've been, and members of HFT have been going to the New York City actions for the past few years, every year to mark 9/11. We Are Change New York City and activists from all around the world, Denmark, Australia, Germany, London, all around the United States, come out there to do street action at several locations in the city. There's been conferences, there's been film screenings, and a number of different events that we use to hold and to continue to raise awareness on this important topic. And this year is no different. Now, the Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth and a coalition of other activists have come together under the banner Rethink 9/11. You can check out rethink911.com. They are raising money to get taxi top ads and ads on billboards around the country and around the world throughout the entire month of September. As of now, Rethink 9/11 has actually reached their fundraising goal of $225,000 as of August 6, 2013. So because of this, there will now be billboards in 11 major cities in September that are going to have grassroots actions as well all around the world, including in Houston and in New York City. You can also check out groundzero911.com for the more street actions and what the on-the-ground activists are doing. So we have a number of different events that are coming together to mark this 12th anniversary and to really build on this momentum that we have to continue asking questions. This is our generation. This is our responsibility. There are family members, firefighters, those who were involved in that day and who were there, who have a lot of questions and continue to question the official government story. And this is not the sign of things that you see from the media, though. According to the media, people who question 9/11, truthers, are dangerous, are idiots, and if you question the official government story at all, then you should be laughed at. You should be made fun of. But that's just what the mainstream media and its government arm propaganda machine are doing to divide us. If you can get past that, get past the emotional state that is attached to 9/11 and the attacks, these horrible attacks, whoever did them, whoever's responsible for them. What's important is that we know that there are tons and tons of discrepancies in the official government story and that we can point them out easily. And that if this was taken to trial and given an official investigation, which it never was, with evidence, with experts, I think a jury of our peers would clearly see that there are holes in the official government story and that it would warrant a new investigation. Now, we can break it down all day and discuss the Pentagon, the Twin Towers. We can discuss possibility of nuclear devices, controlled demolition, architects, engineers, psyops, agents within the movement, and all that exists and all that is important at some time and place. But when it comes to the anniversary of 9/11, this is the time for all of us, those who are out there who care about this issue, to put those differences aside and to recognize that the vast majority of the world hasn't really come across this information, and maybe they'd be open to it if we could just put those differences aside for a few days every year and focus our energy on getting the streets and getting this information out. And I want to applaud everyone who's involved with the Rethink 9/11 campaign, Richard Gage, and Architects and Engineers, Mike Figa, and I'm sure there's tons of other amazing people that I don't know, but thank you everybody who's putting this effort together, because this is going to be great to see billboards in Washington, D.C., Boston, Chicago, Dallas, San Francisco, San Diego, Toronto, Vancouver, Sydney, London, all around the world, billboards, taxi ads, things of that sort. And they're also calling for, and I think we should definitely join up and do this wherever you're at, use the entire month of September to do 9/11 street action, to do screenings, to hold events, to ask questions, to post 9/11 related posts on Facebook and Twitter and all your social media. Do whatever you can with the time that you have and the energy that you have to make sure that people remember that there are questions around 9/11. And once you see that, and once you get past the fear of the possibility that our government either allowed this to happen or was directly involved in that, we can start focusing on the solutions and getting to seeing what has happened because of 9/11, the results of 9/11. And that is what really matters. Once we get to that level and we get enough people to reach a point where we have a critical mass who is questioning 9/11, that the media and the mainstream and the government cannot ignore it, I wouldn't expect for them to do a real investigation of themselves. We'll never get that. But maybe enough people can reach a point that we force something. We force the exposure of these people. Because in reality, there are enough researchers, enough documentaries, and enough credible people out there who have done the work and can show what really happened on 9/11, and can show and can point and trace, follow the money to people who were involved in it. So we've got all the evidence now. We really just need the mainstream to accept it. So while we call for a new investigation, and that is valuable and important, what's most important is to talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk to people on the street so that we can get them to see that 9/11 is still important. So I want to ask you guys all to get involved. Check out rethink911.com, check out groundzero911.com, check out thehoustenfreethinkers.com. We're going to be planning some action throughout the month of September. I will be in New York City with the Adam versus the Man crew and some other free thinkers. We'll be doing usual action out there. So if you want to come get involved, if you can make it to New York, come do it. It's a life-changing event, and I look forward to seeing you there. Remember, 9/11 truth is still important as it's ever been. Use the hashtag #OurGenerationOurResponsibility and find each other. Let's do this.
The media, I am a nutcase loser. Conspiracy theory, 9/11 truther. Cause I refuse to believe what I'm told. So I investigated myself and see where it goes.